Me and my father haven't always had the best relationship. And due to that is because of the lack of absence of him not being in my life. I can remember when Father's Day would come around, and for me, Father's Day was a constant reminder that my own biological father was not present in my life. Now, of course, I've had a great mother and a great village that raised me to the man I am today. But there's always been a little bit of pain in me because my father was not really present in my life. Today, me and my father do have some sort of a relationship. And I decided to sit down with him and ask him the questions that I've always wanted to ask him, mainly because we really have never talked about it. So, my intention in bringing this interview to you is to really inspire you. There may be a father right now that's watching this that is wanting to connect back with his son. There may be a father that's wanting to connect back with his daughter, or vice. So I pray and hope that you learn something from this, that you are inspired by it, because I believe that the way to create change is to create the conversation about it. You cannot change anything if you're not willing to have the conversation. So here's my conversation, heart to heart conversation, basically with my father.
You're watching an MSW production.
I'm Matthew Sanchez, and my life's mission is to inspire you. So, what was it like when you first met me?
I first saw you.
Yeah, you first saw me.
Well, your mother, we were in the middle of moving at the time, and your mother was already 9 months pregnant, and she had overworked herself that day. And as you know, your mother loved to walk. She didn't have any problem at walking. So, and it just so happened that particular evening I stayed at home. And she went walking, and she came back, and she said,
I'm listening.
she said, I think my water might have broken. I went, you think your water broke? I said, no. And so I never forget it. What she said, you need to look down there and see what you see. And oh my God, I looked down there and you were already getting ready to come out.
Really?
Yeah, and we were in the back room at the house that you were actually born in. Uh, I didn't panic.
You lost it.
Yeah, a little bit, because for one, hey, this time I'm gonna deliver the baby.
Right.
This
time. Oh, right.
Yeah, I got her there.
Right.
Got her there to the hospital in time.
My sister, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she was already born. So, but anyway, when I seen your head and it was dark blue, I was like, things had to happen, and they had to happen fast. So, and your mother was very calm, and I lost it a little bit. And
Crying?
No, I didn't cry.
Oh.
I cried. We'll get to that, but I started getting hot water and the newspaper.
Oh, to help deliver me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was about to have me at the house.
Yeah.
Oh, but I came in the ambulance though.
That's
the story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ambulance driver came just in time when you were getting ready to come out.
Right.
And when he walked into the back room, he said, "Tell her to close her legs." And I was in the position. I washed my hands. I had the hot water.
Sterilized.
Yeah, sterilized the paper. I had the newspaper there, and I was using the inner part of this because it was clean, more sterile. But he said, "Close the legs," and boy, he threw me off then. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Step back, sir. I got this." So when he actually walked over and closed your mother's legs, and I had them open, getting ready to bring you to the world, and I was just looking at you with like blue, and I was going, "Oh man, is he gonna make it? Is he alive?" So we got her mother to the ambulance, right, and we had just got her down, and I sit on one side, and the ambulance driver was on the other side, and as he cranked up and turned, and then went up the street. By the time he made the first left turn, you had already came out. And I turned around and looked, and you were were blue. And then you
That
turned
scared
pink.
you.
Then you turned pink. And he said, you got a boy. And oh man, it was one of the prouder moments of my life because, I mean, just to see you because I thought I didn't think that you were
Yeah,
alive.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
scared me really bad.
Yep.
So
I was wanting to ask you this. Now, I don't have much memory of Granddaddy Robert, but I know that you have some memory of him.
yeah, I do.
And I always wondered what was the relationship like with you and him.
Well, he was young when he stepped out of my life.
Mm,
My stepfather raised me, and I call him dad.
yeah.
But I was very young, and I didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden, here's another man coming into my life,
Yeah.
and
How young were you? Like probably like.
about 8,
Oh,
9,
okay. Oh,
yeah,
that's real young.
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
and everything, my whole world had turned around. So,
Yeah.
but he worked a lot when he was there with me,
Yeah.
and the only thing I remember was, walking on the shoulder doing the civil rights movement. He put me on
Oh,
his shoulder.
did you ever like grow up and have resentment for him because he was not
Yeah,
there?
I did. I did. But, my stepfather stepped in and, he was my dad.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. But that's all you knew at that
but
point
we
because you
built,
were still a
yeah,
baby
and we
almost.
built a relationship, him and I,
Yeah,
and I had my 2 sisters, but, he stepped in
yeah,
and took the father role.
yeah.
And he was a good father,
And did a great job.
He did a great job.
Did a great job
Yeah,
raising you.
yeah.
If you could go back at my age, which is 23 now, what would you say to yourself?
What would I say to myself?
Yeah,
And know what I know now?
yeah. If you know what you know now, and you were able to talk to your 23-year-old self, what would you say?
Don't turn that corner. Don't go down the street and get in that car. And
Mm,
don't go over there.
wonder why you say that.
Because those turning that corner and going over there changed my life.
Mm.
You know.
So
And,
you're pertaining to a specific incident that happened, or
yeah,
a choice that you
yeah,
made.
yeah,
Okay,
choice that I made.
you're not speaking in general. You
Yeah,
just
but
talking about
see,
something that
in
happened.
life, there's no wrong or right in
Right.
choices that you make in life. There's learning experience,
Yeah.
and you have to realize that,
Yeah.
and stop beating yourself up. Going, I wish I would have did that. I
Yeah.
wish I could have changed that. No, it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
It was meant for you to go through that.
Yeah.
To bring you up to where you are today.
So there were certain moments in my life that you were there, but there were also certain moments in my life where you were not there.
Okay. Yes.
So why were you not there?
Why was I not there? I knew you
when
were,
I needed you the most.
There were the moments that I wasn't in your life. It was some things in my life that happened to me that I'm not proud of. And I made some bad decisions. I got involved in the street life and in drugs and stuff like that. And then I had told myself,
Heavy drugs?
not heavy, but
Okay.
Heavy drugs.
Would
Drugs
you
are drugs.
consider yourself?
Drugs are drugs. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Would you consider yourself an addict?
yeah, I'm a
Oh.
recovering addict.
Okay.
I'll always be for the rest of my life. But that's a decision I made.
Right.
And the thing that got me the most was I had to make a decision with you,
Yeah.
right? I didn't want you to be a part of the world that I was in at the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want you to, have no parts of it. And you had a good, strong foundation by being there with your mother and my family. I mean,
Yeah.
and Granny and stuff.
Auntie. Right.
Yeah, so I had to make a decision. I'm not going to mess up your life, or get in the way of your life with my problem.
But did you ever feel like that? Because no one told me. No one told me that you were like trying to gather yourself as a person. So I felt like maybe you just were not right.
No, but I never abandoned you. I was always there. You might not have saw me, but I was there. And then at certain points in your life when you really needed me, I was there. Especially when you did your dancing career.
Yeah.
When you need to go on the road.
Yeah.
I was there. I wouldn't have it no other way. But I had to straighten up and fly right at those particular times. But I didn't want anyone to tell you anything about my life but me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't want you to see, some things that, people in the street, they talk and stuff like that. And, I didn't want anybody to hurt you, and stuff like that, because, hey, I did some bad things, in the
Yeah.
military and out on the streets. And I didn't want you to be no part of it. I don't want you to have that kind of bringing up at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you tried a little bit to call and to
Yeah, but your mother, we had made a decision, and your mother, once I had stepped out, and I didn't want to hurt her anymore. You know what I'm saying? And your mother, strong woman, and she made some hell of a decisions, you know, and I had to make one because, I
you
didn't
think my
change.
life would have been different if you had been in it?
I was in it, in the
But
heart.
visual but not yeah, but visually there. You think my life would have been different?
If I had been a different person at that time, I didn't want you to have no parts of the street life, period.
Were you ashamed to be a father at that point?
Never ashamed. You, just like the rest of them, was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. And I just, hey, there
Yeah.
was nothing but love there. And I wasn't going to try to mess it up.
Were
And that's what
you
all the kids,
did you feel like you weren't a good enough father at that time?
It's not about being a good father. What makes a father? It's instilling good things and steering you in the right road to do the right thing. And once that seed had planted in you, and I had to keep guide you and hold you along.
Yeah.
Some of the places, I knew that you had to go. I was there. I made sure. I was your bodyguard.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want none of that to come part of you. Period.
I was
Okay.
angry with you for a while because you didn't show up to my graduation.
Yeah, I couldn't make it.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think as time went on, I got older.
But I was there.
As time went on, I got older.
Mhm.
I think I stopped expecting you to show up,
Yeah.
and I never,
Right.
people ask me, did it bother me?
I'm pretty sure
Not
it
really,
did.
but at a certain point it did, because that's a great milestone for me.
Your graduation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
it
spoke and
is. It
everything
is.
like
But
that.
I was there.
But
I heard you
visually,
speak. I wasn't there physically, but I was
but why
there.
didn't you come and say hey then?
Huh?
Why didn't you let me know you were there? You made me
No.
think that you didn't show up.
Yeah. There were some
Wow.
things in my life that time that I was running.
You think I would have been ashamed of you?
It doesn't make any difference if you were ashamed of me or not. I still love you. That was the only thing.
What makes you proud of me?
What makes me proud of you?
Mhm.
To see you come. I see once you put your mind to something. I always wanted you to play sports because I played sports. I ran track really for a living, semi-pro track. But you didn't do track. I mean, you didn't do sports. So, and when you dance, and actually when I really sit down and saw you dance, it's like you come alive. Your spirit come alive. And man, it just, I cried when we danced with the Jacksons, because I said, finally, my son made it.
Yeah.
All this practicing and running across the country, when the Jacksons was standing there and you was danced up there and all those people was cheering you on. Oh, that was one of the proudest moments of my life. I couldn't let top that really. I even told your sisters and all them, and they had some moments too,
Yeah.
where they made me proud. But
Yeah.
for you, because actually, Matt, in the beginning, I didn't think that you would go that far.
Mm.
Because sometimes you practice and sometimes I go, hey man, you need to practice on this. And you practice, and you just ignore it because you did your thing. You bullheaded. But you did, and you made it. And that just, oh man, that just tore me apart.
So determination makes you proud of me. My determination.
Yeah.
And my tenaciousness.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
What do you think I have in me that you've placed in me?
I don't really know, man. I don't. I can't answer that question.
Okay.
Only you know.
Do you see yourself in me sometimes?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
On the good side.
Okay.
Yeah. On the good side.
Yeah.
The side that I would really want to be with from the time you were born on, coming through with the kids, but yeah.
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 If this was our last conversation, what would you say to me that you would never want me to forget?
Remember that I'm always with you. in your heart, I'm always with you.
Mm.
Don't forget. And never look back. Do you. You don't know what's down the road for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But keep positive. All life matters. Not black, no. All life. All life matters.
Yeah. That's one thing you would say to me?
All life matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I love you.
Love you too. Love you too. I think sometimes I would have wished you had said, I apologize
For what?
for not being there. Sometimes I wish you would have said
That's
that.
what life, down the road, life took us.
I know, but
Why would I apologize?
that's
for
not what I
something that
asked for.
happened? Huh? I know.
That's not what I asked for.
But you don't always get what you ask for.
I'm talking about, I didn't ask you to not to be there.
I know that.
Yeah.
I did what I thought was right.
And that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I didn't want you to be a part of my world or be
Yeah.
out there.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
I wish,
things could have been different.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
But you didn't turn out bad.
No.
Okay.
No, I think I'm doing pretty well. Don't you think?
I think you are.
Hey, don't say that. You can't say that. I gotta bleep that out now. Yeah, you can't say that. You said it again.
Everybody say that.
I know, but not on my platform.
It's not officially cuss word.
Well, it's okay. Well, what is it then? Now I gotta bleep it out 3 times. You messed it up. So, thank you for having this conversation.
Thank you
For what?
for inviting me in to have this conversation.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
Matt,
What?
during the whole course of your life, I thought about you. During the whole course of your life, you growing up, I thought about you every day. Every day.
I believe you.
And I peeped in on you every chance I got. You know, sometimes you might not have seen me, but I peeped in on you a lot of times.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the life that I was in,
And we can't change the past. We just gotta keep going.
Yeah, that's right.
Just gotta keep going.
And I got you now.
Yep.
And now that we got this out, I have you till the day I die.
Don't make promises.
Huh?
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I didn't say be a rich. You crazy?